Then he also sent her pictures of his PP. It's down below. His if you know what I mean, yes. You know when you use back-facing camera, you want quality pictures, right? 4K HD pictures. That's what he used. Yeah. Whether or not you've had your QTS yet, the goal is to have a job in the UK. But as we are praying for jobs, let's also pray that we do not land ourselves into trouble. So at this particular point in time, so many people have had their QTS and some have already gone on to secure jobs for themselves. But there are the legends who applied in February but are still awaiting their QTS to this very day. TRA, please run us our QTS. Please, so this particular case is between a teacher and his student. The teacher's name is John and his student's name is Lucy. By the way, those are not their real names. I'm only using those names for the purpose of today's video. So John is a PE teacher in one of the colleges in the UK here, and he teaches Lucy. So somewhere around June 2021, right during the COVID period, okay, concerns were raised by someone in the school about how John was in contact with the student on social media. So the following month, they called John to a formal investigation meeting where they brought these allegations towards him, and he admitted that indeed they were private messaging each other on social media, but that the messages that they were sending between each other were school-related and nothing personal. John also said ever since those concerns were raised, he has since deleted his messages with Lucy. He no longer had them. So what they did was they reminded him of the staff code of conduct, what teachers were supposed to do and what they were not supposed to do in that college. And they also made him undertake safeguarding training. Safeguarding is the word we use to describe measures put in place to protect human rights and rights of people that are vulnerable in the society, like children, the elderly, and women. So you would think that after all this, John would give up talking to the student, but no. Fast forward to October that same year. This time around, a student raised concerns about communication between John and Lucy. This time around, a management note was filed and John was given a letter of expectation. Again, if you don't know what a letter of expectation is, this is a letter that your employer will give you if you're not performing your duties as you should, okay? So this is a letter just describing to you, you're supposed to be doing that and not this, you're supposed to be doing this and all that. For instance, say if you were very absent at work, they may give you a letter of expectation reminding you of your responsibilities. It's not really a disciplinary action, but I'd say it's the first step to disciplinary action. They'll give you this before any other thing. So they gave John this. So you think that after the first time or the second time, surely John will stop talking to Lucy. But no, he was seen talking to Lucy in a car park at a leisure center. Yes, this time around, he was suspended 3 days after, following an official investigation into the matter, okay? A disciplinary hearing was also held and he was given a formal warning, okay? So he wasn't suspended indefinitely. He was only suspended so that investigations could be done, but later they gave him a formal warning. So this formal warning was in January 2022, okay? Now, fast forward to May that same year. You guessed right. Yes, concerns were raised again about inappropriate behavior towards Lucy. Again, guys, I don't know about you, but I feel that he was given too many chances. Seriously, he was given way too many chances. The very first step should have been warning. Then the next step, suspension, straight up. Really, I don't know about you. Let me know in the comment section if you agree. But this time around, in May 2022, after concerns were raised again about his inappropriate behavior towards the student, he was suspended from his duties and responsibilities, and an investigation was issued again. So while he was on suspension, later that same month, he brought in his resignation letter stating that he no longer wants to work for the school starting August. The school accepted his resignation letter, but he was still awaiting to have that second disciplinary meeting. So in July, they had a second disciplinary meeting for him, and it was agreed that his employment be terminated with immediate effect. So that meant that they didn't even have to wait till August before he resigns. He was sacked immediately. Now let's look at all of the allegations that were brought before him and what judgment was passed at the end, whether he was guilty or not guilty, okay? And we'll hear his side and the student's side. So the first allegation was, of course, their private messages. So the student said she was there and she received a message, an Instagram DM from this teacher saying, "I told you I'll find you," with laughing emojis. So the student told him that she didn't like speaking on Instagram, so she asked for his Snapchat handle, which he sent instantly. So they now started to communicate on a daily basis on iMessage, on Snapchat, on WhatsApp, on Instagram. Any and everywhere, they were talking now on a daily basis. And some people, witnesses said that they did see them chatting. When they asked the student, she said she was talking to this teacher. But this teacher did not report to his line manager that, if you don't know, this student is WhatsApping me, or this student is sending me Snapchat, or this student. No, he didn't. Another allegation was that he hugged the students. You're not supposed to hug your students on whatever occasion. You're not supposed to hug your students. He hugged the student and he sent her flowers in as many as 6 times. He also would tell the students that you look good or pretty or words to that effect. So take note. I hope you are taking note of all these allegations so that you know what repeat saying. He also gifted the students Gucci perfume, not just any perfume, Gucci. And the student said she did not even do anything. She did not ask for it. He just gave it to her as a gift. Then he also sent her pictures of his PP. It's down below. His, if you know what I mean, yes. The student said she did not even ask for it all. They are just exchanging pictures. And maybe she sent a picture of herself, and in return, he's taking picture of his PP using the back-facing camera. You know when you use back-facing camera, you want quality pictures, right? 4K HD pictures. That's what he used to get quality pictures for the students. This allegation he denied. He said he didn't. But then the panel did not have any reason to doubt the girl, because already the things that she had been saying were true. So they accepted this allegation as true. John also made statements that implied that he wanted to sleep with Lucy. And although they were not plain statements that maybe I want to sleep with you, I want to have sex with you, they were implied. He sometimes even invited her to his house when I'm assuming his wife or his partner or whoever, because the case didn't state exactly what the relationship was. When that person wasn't home, he invited her to come to his house, and he implied that he'd want to do something with her. He even stated that there was a particular room, because it was during lockdown and nobody was allowed to go to school, but they said at a particular point in time, they opened school to people whose family were like at the frontline workers. Their children were allowed to go to school. So he told the girl that he had a key to this particular room. Only he has the key to that room, so he would like to meet the girl there, do things. So those were a summary of all of the allegations that were brought against John, okay? There were witnesses that came to confirm the story. So in all, they accepted all of these allegations as true. Now let's look at what judgment was passed. They said that John had breached so many standards, okay? Especially keeping children safe standard. Because remember, as a teacher, you're supposed to keep the children that you're teaching safe, safeguard them against things that can take away their human rights, things that can affect them, preventing them from learning as they are supposed to and all that. So he breached those standards, okay? And the judgment was that he be prohibited from teaching indefinitely, okay, without review. This means that John can no longer teach in any school, any sixth form college, any relevant youth accommodation or children's home in England. He can no longer teach at all. So apart from the prohibition, John is also not allowed to apply for the restoration of his eligibility to teach. That means that the ban is indefinite. He can't go and apply again so that they remove the ban away and he can get back into teaching. It's indefinite. So that's how the whole case went, okay? But one thing that I found interesting was that John did not attend this hearing at all. When they invited him to have this hearing done, he was in a different job, okay? He was saying that He had already taken his annual leave, and he can't leave that job. He no longer has 3 days to attend this hearing. So the panel said, okay, we can do it virtual. So this whole hearing and judgment thing was done virtual because he couldn't leave his new job to attend. Yes, interesting, right? So that's it. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you want more videos like this, comment in the comment section and join my Telegram page if you're a teacher but you're not part of my Telegram page. The link is down below. Or you're a nurse, I've got another group for nurses as well. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. You learn so much and gain so much value from my channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Yeah.